Alright, and hello again. Welcome back to the Yuzu Newzu. I hope you enjoyed last week's John Kenzu episode, because that was fun. If you haven't seen the live stream, it's still available. And as I mentioned on Twitter, you will have to find the Nico stream, which should still be up for the next few days, so hopefully you get a chance to watch it, because it was very interesting. You can see a link below to the brackets in easy-to-consume readable format. Some of the highlights of said event include Fairy Wink winning it all over Fusai. Now, for those of you who don't know, and probably some of you may not know this, but HKT usually sucks at this event. And by sucks, I mean they don't even make it to the last round. But this year, one group actually ended up winning. That group was, as I mentioned before, Fairy Wink, and it includes NGT48, Sugahara Riko, and Aramaki Misaki from HKT48. That's right, so the key was they needed to be with someone not from HKT48, because as became evident when Cho lost in the first round, hashtag sad, hashtag unfair, hashtag cheating, just kidding, there was no cheating, but it could have had 100% something to do with their costumes. I mean, the costumes just weren't great. Anyways, I'm not going to spoil too much more of it, but I highly recommend you check out the Rock Paper Scissors video, and I really hope that you're able to join us next year, because it's a great event, and it's even better when you're watching with friends, as I consider all of you. Okay, and next, Kizaki Yuria's second photo book came out today, and came out this week, and whoo! Like, I thought the Mayu photo book was adult. This is like very adult. It's like Nyan levels of adult, probably worse than the Sashi book. Yeah, honestly, it's cool. If you like Kizaki Yuria, you should get it. If you like softcore porn, you should get it. I mean, it's about as close to that as you're gonna get without going into full AV territory. So there's that. I mean, I guess when you're graduating, you can release whatever the fuck you want. Speaking of Watanabe Mayu, speaking of graduations, Watanabe Mayu's censorship of the 50th AKB48 single will be coming out on November 22nd. It looks exciting. We mentioned the members in previous weeks, so I won't go through that again, but needless to say, it should be good. Mayu-centered singles can be really hit or miss. I mean, we got Labrador Retriever. But we also got Kokoto no Placard. So it's like, I mean, what was doing with it, but I don't know. It's not like Keyakizaka, because boy, do they have some singles. I mean, if you think about it, we got like Silent Majority. We got Futari Seizon. We got Fuakuan. And now, just announced this week, with their partnership with Mekikari, which is a high-end fashion brand in Japan, we have their new song, Kaze ni Fukashitemo. Which means, even if the wind blows. And, well, you can hear a little bit for yourself, but yeah. It's cool. One thing I will say, pantsuits. It's pantsuits the song. Well, not even pantsuits. Those are real suits. Those are honest to goodness suits. But it's hot, isn't it? Yeah, it kind of is. I mean, I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm not lying. Not gonna lie to you. It's pretty hot. Also interesting about this single, for me personally, because again, the hashtag #Super campaign didn't reveal quite everyone's. Oh, she's back down in the comments, but for me at least, when I first saw the lineup, I was like, oh man, Habu's in the back corner again. Turns out it's not the back corner, and I was reading it backwards. That's right, Habu has a front right corner position. what? That's what I said. It was pretty impressive. It's awesome. It makes me happy. And okay, also, well, really this came out last week, but I really do want to talk about it because it's been my jam at work and through the difficult week. It is Nogizaka's Itsukara PV was released on YouTube. Highly recommend to check it out if you can, involved getting a proxy, because goddamn Nogi, but it's actually better than the song. The song's okay, I just can't get into it, you know, and I even got into Kimi no Nawa, Kibo, but for the love of all that is holy, I just couldn't get into the song, man. It didn't have a beat, really. It had like this, it was slow, but then you watch the music video and you're like, okay, I'll give it to you. The choreography, pretty sweet in that PV. Also, it brought me back to my kendo days, watching them go at it with that Nigata. Oh! Okay, one last thing to talk about this week before we get into this week's Random Corner. HKT48 has finally opened their YouTube channel. Yay! You should be excited. That means we got AKB, NMB, and HKT all viewable on American YouTube again, which means their contract with, they worked out some sort of agreement with YouTube, right? Or maybe YouTube calmed down on their issues. So all of their music videos are up there. Helps you, you know, if you want to go catch up on some HKT stuff. That leaves the only holdouts being Nogi and Keyakizaka. I'm sure Akipi is working on that. They're both owned by Sony, so I think Sony Music Japan is having some copyright issues with YouTube right now. And then SKE48 is being held back because their company is xenophobic as fuck. There was a time where fans were even worried that CD Japan wouldn't be able to carry the SKE48 CDs anymore because of how inward focused the company was being. They were going to stop selling to exporters. But I bought Igani Mango, so maybe that hasn't gone into effect yet. But something to keep an eye on. And which is why I wouldn't expect the SKE48 channel to be open to everyone. But enjoy it while it lasts, because I'm sure they'll find a reason to take it away soon. Alright, and for this week's Random Corner! Alright, so last week's Random Corner was an interesting exchange with some HKT48 4th gens. This week, well, you're gonna have to see it to believe it.